Hey y'all, this is Just a Touch of J, and I'm coming at you, getting ready to put it all out there in pieces, baby. What's cracking with my babies, huh? What y'all out there doing? Oh my gosh, are y'all out there shining on them? Cause they hate it, baby. Living your best life. Doing what it is that you do. Oh my gosh. I know y'all out there being thorough and wise. And why do I tell y'all that I know that y'all are out there being so thorough and so wise, baby? The first reason is because God made you that way. Yeah, shout out to you, God, for making all of us thorough and wise. And the second reason why I tell y'all that I know that y'all are out there being so thorough and so wise, baby, it's because y'all out there listening to me. Look, man, and this is Just a Touch of J. Y'all know I put it out there in pieces for you. And wait a minute. Y'all know I gotta give a shout to my haters. And what do I say to these haters, y'all? Come on, say it with me. On three, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Hi, haters, cause y'all need this work too. Yes, y'all need this work too. All right, so look, if you're just coming over to the Just a Touch of J experience and you're like, wait a minute, what's going on? Who's this woman, Jay? You know, she giving a shout out to these haters. What's up with that? Let me explain it to you, all right? So what happens is, you know, when you're shining bright like a diamond, yes, whoo, shining bright like a diamond. You know, like Rihanna. Shout out to you, Rihanna, if you listening, because y'all never know who's listening to you now. Look, but you shining bright like a diamond, yes, woo. Sometimes God gotta put you out there in pieces for him, baby. All right, so let me paint a picture for you. You're chilling, you know, relaxing, and you got the lights out, okay? All of a sudden, somebody comes in, boom, turn the light on, right? It's a little disturbing to you. You're a little jacked up. Oh my gosh, wait a minute, that hurt a little bit, you know, because you shining. This little light of mine, you know, that little light, you know, just boom, came out of nowhere. All right, so that's kind of like what happens to the haters, okay? They get disturbed because of the light, all right? And it makes them want to get really intrigued. They like, wait a minute, hold on. He over there shining on him. She over there shining on him. Somebody putting it out there in pieces for him, baby. What's going on? So they come on over and they try to see, right? Because the light is pulling them in, right? And they wind up getting blessed by the message. Because you know what God does? See, God's so thorough. He's so wise. He prepares a table for them. Right? He said in his word, I'm going to prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. You know, they're going to have to watch you eat. They're going to have to watch you get this goodness. So when they see the goodness, they get intrigued. Hold on, somebody over there shining on. What's going on? They come on over. Boom, whole table spread out. With like all Thanksgiving, everything that you need, all your favorites, and they got to watch you eat. He's going to make them your footstool. So as this is happening, they wind up getting blessed by whatever message God is using through you to put it out there in pieces for them. All right. And this is Just a Touch of J, baby. That's why you always say, hi, haters. Because you know what? They need that work too. Okay. So there you go. That's the whole shebang, the whole thing about the high haters and about them needing to work too. And perhaps if you are a hater and you listening, okay, that's what I need you to do. I need you to go over to the Just a Touch of J app. Okay, check out that drink that I made for y'all. It's called the Haters Passion Drink, because haters hate with a passion. Listen, if you out there and you're experiencing some type of hate, or perhaps, like I said, you a hater yourself, go ahead and make that drink, man. Tropical, refreshing, gonna put you right where you need to be. Because this is Just a Touch of J, baby. You know I gotta put that out there in pieces for you. You need that, okay? Y'all need this work too. Now, moving on over to the left, to the left, to the left. Yes! Have y'all been checking out My Name is RONI76 on Instagram, baby? Oh my gosh. I'm dropping a dime on you. Yes, y'all gotta go over there, okay? Let me tell you why y'all gotta go over there. First of all, my inspirational posts. Okay, I'm putting a thing out there for y'all, okay? The pieces, lovely. Now, number 2. Y'all know I've been doing little music. I got a couple little remakes I put out there. Yes, and one of them, all my pieces, yeah, I put that behind a little video about Jay's Fit. Yeah, mama got her own fitness apparel coming out. And y'all gonna be able to get a lot of stuff, you know, in this whole fitness apparel line thing. Okay, it's called Jay's Fit. All right, because it's my fit. You know, and I'm putting it out there in pieces for you. All just a touch of Jay's pieces. All right, so make sure y'all check that out. Okay, read in the description. Very informative, all the information that you need. All right. Now to the next thing, number 3, Jay's Cannabis. Yes, just a touch of Jay's Cannabis line. Mama just dropped, okay, all the details to the Just a Touch of Jay Cannabis line. First product is going to be my French European rolling papers. For all my cannabis lovers out there, you know, because, you know, it's a lot of y'all out there, you know, and I gotta put it out there in pieces for everybody. Okay, so that's what I'm doing for you guys. I got a whole line of different things that are going to be coming out, and that's the first thing. And listen, this is what you need to know. All you need is just a touch of the J. Yeah, child. That's the name of them. All you need is just a touch of the J. Because that's all you're going to need, okay? And I'm going to end that part with this. This is just a touch of J, baby. Y'all know I got to put all that out there in pieces for you. A lot of pieces. So let's skate on over to the left, to the left, to the other left, which is the right, you know, and talk about something that y'all know I do so right, man. Make Love and Beast Kitchen, baby. Yes. Oh, my gosh. Listen, y'all know when I start talking about Making Love and Beast Kitchen. Now, listen, for y'all who don't know, Making Love and Beast Kitchen, okay, it's a spinoff of Veronica's Guide to Making Love in the Kitchen. It's a cookbook of love. It's on Facebook. Okay, that's just dedicated to my grandma, the cookbook. You know, a few years ago, that thing was just like, it was just crazy, viral, everything. It's still popping or whatever, but I don't really put too much on there because it's basically like done. I just share information. All right, but Making Love in Beast Kitchen on Instagram is where I go ahead and I show my culinary cuisine skills. You know, Chef V hooking it up. And I also, you know, put a little music out there, entertain y'all with that whole video thing. Okay? I'll make sure I put that out there in pieces for y'all. So make sure that y'all are checking that out. All right? Because you know what Mama just did? Oh, my gosh. I just dropped something out there for y'all. Whenever I start talking about Making Love in Beast Kitchen, I get so turned on. All right? Because one thing I do know how to do is Make Love in Beast Kitchen. And shout out to you, baby. The love of my life. Oh, my gosh. He's so fine. Yeah. So anyway, let me get back to Making Love in Beast Kitchen. Yeah. So I got the black bean chocolate mousse that I just dropped on the Just a Touch of J app that we get ready to talk about in a minute. Yeah, black bean chocolate mousse. So right, I created this chocolate mousse because now I'm like doing this whole vegan thing. Okay. And sometimes I go ahead and I have a little lamb, but for the most, vegan, no eggs, no dairy, none of that type of stuff. So what I did was I made a chocolate mousse out of black beans. Okay, and now y'all got brownies, all type of stuff I'm going to be dropping on y'all with these black beans. But this mousse, the recipe is on the Just a Touch of J app and will be on Making Love and Beast Kitchen very shortly, along with my recipe for the tall glass of chocolate milk. Yeah. A tall glass of chocolate milk, y'all, dedicated to all my brothers. You know, light and dark and all them chocolatey flavors. Ciao! This is Just a Touch of J. I'm trying to put this out there in pieces for you, okay? Make sure y'all go ahead and just check that out. And then I'm going to throw the Haters Passion recipe on there too, all right? Because like I said, y'all, this is Just a Touch of J. Y'all know I got to put it out there in pieces for you, okay? Now, the Just a Touch of J app. Mama been dropping a dime on you on there too. Y'all got Jay's Fit Tips where you get all type of fitness stuff. Okay, Monday. Tuesday, Jay's Inspirational Tuesday. You get some inspiration popping off. Wednesday, you getting maybe the recipe of the week. You getting a little food. You getting a drink. You getting something. Okay, something that got to do with some type of culinary something you getting on Wednesday. Thursday, Mama dropping dimes on you with the podcast. Yes. And make sure y'all check me out on Beat Break Radio. Okay, Atlanta's hottest radio station, internet radio, 87 FM. You gotta check out the Just a Touch of J show. Yeah, because they air all my podcasts and all my music and any song, any interview, anything that I want to play on the Just a Touch of J show, it's mine. I can do that. I could put that out there in pieces for you, baby. So podcasts are on Thursdays and Friday. Sometimes you get the song of the week. I don't know. Sometimes I leave you hanging the next week. This is Just a Touch Day. Like I said, baby, I'm putting it out there in pieces for you everywhere. So that's what I got going on. Make sure y'all are checking that out. And I got to do one other thing. I got to give a shout to all of y'all. Thank you so much. Shout out to y'all out there in Zimbabwe. Yes, baby. This is Just a Touch of J. Y'all got me rocking worldwide. Okay, over 150 different countries. Madagascar, Italy, Japan, Germany. Oh my gosh, just everywhere. Like, it's so much that I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna have to go ahead and give y'all the statistics on it again like I did not too long ago, where I go ahead and give y'all the numbers of who's leading or who ain't, you know. Look, thank you so much. I love my babies. I love you guys. Thank you for all your love and support. Always calling in, always leaving messages, emails, everything. Just thank you so much for all of your love and support. Now, I gotta give a special y'all know what happens to me when I start giving y'all that goodness, right? Always getting disconnected. This is Just a Touch of J, baby. I keep trying to tell y'all I got a call on my life. Enemy don't be wanting me to put it out there for y'all in pieces, all right? So look, let's go ahead back to where I left off at. All right, now look. I was giving a shout to everybody who been in my stories. Yeah, I got to give a special shout out to some of y'all. Okay, so look. Here we go. All right? Cassidy, the rapper, thank you, boo. All the love. You thorough and you wise. Keep doing what you're doing. One of the greatest out there. Black China, girl, what you out there doing? Girl, I see you. Thanks for the love and the support. Chris Bivens from BET. Oh my gosh, thank you. Okay, I see you out there. I see you peeking through the Just a Touch of J. Okay, I see you doing your little 1-2. And you know what else? Congratulations on your award. Like, that's so dope. Like, that's dope. BT honored them, y'all. Check it out. Chris Bivens. All right. Robert Cavalli. Y'all heard me talk about him before. Roberto Cavalli is his dad. Okay. Google him. Look him up. Forbes. Everything. Dope. All right. Robert sometimes does some clothes for all the greats. Diddy, everybody. And Robert went ahead and helped me out, okay, with his dope facial mask, 100% silk, with this scarf and everything. Yes, thank you, Robert. Thank you so much for making sure everything was working and just getting that stuff to me. And I can't wait to put it out there in pieces for him, baby. Okay? I cannot wait. So shout out to you, baby. Thank you for all the love, the support, and the inboxing me and just everything. You thorough, you wise. All right? Now, JJ Hannon. JJ Hannon. Y'all go show JJ Hannon some love. I love JJ Hannon. Okay? Pop star. Amazing. Rocking on Instagram now. Got like 1-something million subscribers on IG. Just been in a couple different movies, Star Trek and everything. Thank you, boo boo. He's always in my stuff. He's always showing love. So thank you so much for being in my stories and just everything. You're thorough and you're wise. Keep it up. And he does music. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Kiki Ayers. This is the last one. I had to say Kiki for the last thing. Kiki Ayers. dope, girl. I see you in Forbes. I see you doing your thing. Check her out, y'all. Check her out. She's amazing. Does a lot of stuff for a lot of different people. And this is just a touch, Jay. I just wanted to put them pieces out there for y'all. If y'all want to know who these people are, or anybody that's following me with these blue checks or always in my stories and stuff like that, this is what you need to do. Go over to My Name is RLNI76 on Instagram, right? Go into the people that I'm following and you will see all of those. There's hundreds of them that be in my stories with the blue checks, okay? I follow all of them. And they're dope, so check them out. You want to know why? Because they see me for who I am. That's why they follow me. And this is just a touch of J, baby. Trying to put it all out there in pieces for you. That's it. So look, moving on over to the message. Oh my gosh. Mama got to drop a dime on y'all. This message is going to be kind of like quick, but informative. I got to talk to y'all. I got to put some stuff out there in pieces for you, baby. So this is what's getting ready to happen, right? I need to talk to y'all about going through some stuff. Yeah, when you go through stuff out here in this world, you know, sometimes life can be rough. And it could be real rough. It could get you down. And one reason why it could be real rough and it can get you down is because people be out there doing that trickery on you, okay? Now, look, trickery is my word, you know, something that I use often, you know, here and there. And, you know, sometimes you go through stuff and people do trickery on you. And when they do trickery on you, it hurts. Any of y'all out there going through that? Like you literally are like somebody doing like tricks on you right now, tricks of the trade. You know, like hurting you, causing you pain in some type of way, something. They doing it purposely though. That's why I call it trickery, because they know that they doing it. You know, anybody out there going through that? Now, what is the first thing that you want to do when you realize that somebody trying to do some trickery on you? Basically play you out, insult your intelligence, use you, abuse you, hurt you. What is the first thing that you think of? Because me, you know, the old me, you know, sometimes, you know, me now, I'm like, you know what? Ready to get them back, right? You know, you ready to take vengeance on them. Like, oh no, you ain't gonna do me wrong. I got something for you. Any of y'all out there going through that? Like you literally are ready to pay back somebody for how they treating you currently, done treated you, how they kind of acting like they about to treat you. You know? This is what I need to talk to you about. You got to let it happen. I know you might be like, what? What? You got to let it happen. All right? You got to let them do what it is that they do. You got to let it happen. Now, let me explain this. All right? I'm going to try to break it down like this. Story in the Bible talks about Jesus. Okay? And Judas. Now, for those y'all don't know, Judas was like Jesus' right hand. One of the dudes that, you know, was handling like Jesus' money, all the money, the accountant type stuff. But he was like the disciple. He was there. He was one of them. You know, always there with him. Seen him do all type of miracles, all type of stuff, right? So basically these people, they looking for Jesus. And they like, you know, they trying to find him or whatever. Jesus like, you know, he kind of like hiding out, whatever. But they trying to find him. So you know what Judas does? Some old trickery. Tricks of the trade. Goes ahead behind Jesus' back, betrays him for 30 pieces of silver. Okay? Any of y'all out there going through that? Like maybe like you know somebody betraying you, doing you dirty. Well, this just touched it, baby. I'm trying to put this out there in pieces for you. So that's basically what happened. So he betrayed them, right? And this is what he told the people that gave him the money. He said, look, this is how you gonna know who he is. I'm going to give him a kiss on the cheek. Then you going to know that's him. Give him my money. Deal is solved. Exchange for exchange. I'm rocking with you. I'm up out of here. Okay? That's basically what happened. He sold him out for a couple dollars. Any of y'all get sold out in life? I mean, I know I've been sold out. Shoot. Yeah, a lot of people don't use me. Like, where you been used and abused? Or you have been the user and the abuser? Look now, just such a J, like I said, I'm just trying to put it out there in pieces for you. Well, anyway, you can relate somehow, whether it was done to you or you did it. The trickery, tricks of the trade. Yeah. So he goes ahead, he kisses him, and they go ahead and they get Jesus, right? And they take Jesus to the cross. And Jesus dies on the cross. And what the Bible teaches us, he dies on the cross for our sins. Okay, that's what I believe. Okay, so he dies on the cross. So what happens afterwards, all right? This is where I'm homing in. This is where I'm coming to you. What happens afterwards is that Judas starts to feel bad because he finds out that they killed Jesus, an innocent man, the guy he was rocking with. His supposed to be like one of his aces. He done seen Jesus do this. He done seen Jesus do that. He been with Jesus on a walk. He was with Jesus. He done seen all type of stuff happening, rocking with Jesus. But then when he finds out that he's dead, he said, "Oh my gosh, take the money back. I don't want this." He tried to stop all that stuff, because he felt bad. Right? Y'all rocking with me with this? But you know what happens, right? If you don't know, let me tell you. Judas, he hangs himself. See, there's a post going around on the internet. I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but it says you don't have to kill Judas. He kills himself. So, if y'all are out there going through stuff, and I know that it's hurtful, because somebody's doing trickery on you, like currently. Like they are currently doing that trickery on you. You like, come on, man. Again, because you tired of getting tricked on. You tired of people doing stuff to you. You can't believe it. You like, oh, man. You got to let it happen, Captain. You know why? Because you don't have to kill the Judases that are in your life. They killed themselves. God sees what they're doing to you. Come on, man. This is just a touch of J. All right? I'm trying to put this out there in pieces for you. So sometimes we want to take vengeance on our own, right? We want to do this. Where's my Bible at? We want to do this. Every day I read Romans 12, right? Let me get there. Romans 12, my favorite scripture out there. Anybody who knows me knows that Romans 12 is like the thing, one of my favorite. All right, so basically what it says is a part in here, right? Let me find it for you. Tells you right here, right? Bless them which persecute you. Bless and curse not. That's 14, right? It tells you down here, recompense no man evil for evil, right? That's in 17. Then it also tells you right here in 19, avenge not yourself, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. All in the Bible. It's a lot of stuff in the Bible for those of you who believe and don't believe. Look, I ain't trying to get you to come over. I'm just telling you what I know. Okay, you do what it is that you do, baby. But in that Bible, in my Bible, in Bibles, it tells you. God tells you, listen, don't repay evil for evil. Yo, just be good to him. Let it happen. Vengeance is mine. Give place to wrath. Say, you know what, God got you. And that's what I want y'all to understand. So if you out there and you going through something and you somebody doing tricks of the trade on you, somebody over there manipulating you, taking advantage of you, and you want to get them back. No. You have to let it happen, because that's how you're going to get to your cross. Okay? Jesus got to his cross, the cross that he had to bear, which Christian belief is he bared the cross for us, died on the cross for our sins. We all have our own crosses. All right, let me see if I can break it down to you like this. Okay, relationships. I just did a podcast about relationships. Okay, so make sure y'all check that out. Fake relationships. Oh my gosh, I was definitely dropping a dime on it. All right, this one is a teaching one though. All right, You in a relationship. You know you ain't really supposed to be in that relationship. And shout out to the Love Doctor series, because we are in the Love Doctor series. It's part of that. Okay? But you ain't supposed to be in a relationship, but you in a relationship. And what happens is, this relationship ain't good. It doesn't end well. But right after this relationship, you get into something else. Later on after you heal and get yourself together, right? You in another relationship, right? But this relationship leads to marriage. Like marriage, like this is the one. You learned what you needed to learn. Okay? To bear your cross. Now, in this relationship, might have been trickery, might have got betrayed. You might have been like, oh my gosh, this was the worst thing that ever happened to me. You literally died on the cross for this relationship. Right? But you got where you were supposed to be at, to the next level. Elevation requires certain things. Sometimes you have to go through hurt. Sometimes you have to go through pain. Sometimes you have to go through separation. Sometimes you have to go through betrayal to get to your cross. But you got to remember, on the way there, you can't stop it. You got to let it happen sometimes. Right? The betrayal. Because the lesson that comes out of it is much greater for the person who betrayed you and for you. So this is just a touch today. I'm just coming to you today because I want you to get this. We often, and I say we because I've been there. I've done that. I've been the person that has betrayed, okay? And I've been the person who has been betrayed. We all get what comes to us. What goes around comes back around. With Judas, what happened is that he realized what he did was wrong. Sometimes you got to let it happen just so that the other person realizes what they did was wrong. God is going to handle it. You can't take vengeance into your own hand. That's what I want you to get. If you're going through it and you're like, man, I'm tired of this, and you're ready to go ahead and do something to pay somebody back, don't. Okay? You don't have to kill Judas. He kills himself. Okay? You just have to let some things happen so that you can get to the cross. So you can get to the next thing that you're supposed to get to. This is just a touch of J, baby. I just really wanted to put that out there in pieces for you. I feel like somebody is really going through something right now. Like they're going through stuff and it's just bad for them. And they're ready to do something, okay, to handle the situation. And I'm telling you, don't do anything. That's God's plan. Like, the moral of the story is that Judas betrayed him with a kiss, right? But it was still part of God's plan. It was part of God's plan because the plan was to get Jesus to the cross. If Jesus had said no because he already knew somebody was going to betray him, if he had stopped it, he wouldn't have went to the cross. He had to betray him. Oh my gosh. He had to betray him so that they could take him to the cross. Are you getting this? So sometimes people in your life, they have to betray you. They have to hurt you. They have to cause you pain. They have to do things so you can get to the next level. This is just a touch of J, baby. I'm trying to put this out there in pieces for you. Don't take vengeance. Don't. Let it happen. Even if you see it happening, you see the trickery, you see what they get ready to do. You got to let it happen sometimes. You got to let it happen. You just got to let it go down the way that it's supposed to go down. So that way you can go to your next level. So you can do what it is that you are supposed to do. You can't stop it all the time. Sometimes you just got to let people do what it is that they do. You got to let them go ahead and let them make them. They think that they getting over on you, but really they're not. It's part of God's plan. God knows your heart and he sees what they are doing. He knows theirs. You got to pray for them. And look, this is just such a baby. Look, I swear, if you had told me this, if I had told myself this like last year or months ago, okay, it wouldn't be happening, Captain, because all right. But I know better now. So I'm obligated to tell you guys, it's a case, hundreds of thousands of y'all that listen to me. Okay, and thank you so much for tuning in. But I got to tell you, if you are out there and you are currently in a situation where something is just not right and someone is purposely doing something to you or causing you pain or dismay or trickery, it could be you at work and you are doing the best thing that you can at work. Your career is everything to you. And they're making up lies. And they're causing you to have all type of dismay. And you got to go to meetings and things like that. And your job is on the line. And then you lose your job. And then the first thing you want to do is get them back. No. This is what I'm telling you. This just touch J, baby. Bear that. Suck it up. Deal with it. Don't say a thing. Because God saw everything. You got to give place to the wrath. Remember, vengeance is his. And sometimes you just have to let it happen. You have to let it happen. And in letting that happen, you don't know what's going to be next. You know, it brings you humility. Okay? It may teach this person something. Because you could have got this. Let's say you could have got this person back. You could have did this person so wrong like they did you. But you choose not to. You choose to let God handle it. And that's all I want you to know today. If you're going through some stuff, just let God handle it. Just let God handle it. I'm going to tell you this right here. This is what God just dropped in my spirit, right? Right now, we got COVID going on. Right? Everybody out here wearing these masks. Because COVID. New strain, bad. I'm talking about COVID is still in the body after the body is dead. COVID still living in the body as a host. I'm talking about COVID that you can get from sex. I'm talking about COVID that people are dying from every day, right? If you got COVID or somebody in your family got COVID or somebody close to you got COVID, you will be praying to God and trusting God. Oh my God, we got to trust God. We got to pray to God. Okay, God going to fix it. Everything's going to be okay. Hands and knees without no problems. God will be everything to you. That's what I'm telling you need to do when someone is doing you wrong too. God needs to be everything to you. Not just through COVID. I'm talking about period. And this is just a touch today. Like I said, nobody, I ain't trying to make you no believer or cross you over. None of that type of stuff. Whatever it is that you do that it is. You do what it is that you do, baby. I'm just telling you what I know. And what I know is that when you trust God and you let him handle people, when they out here trying to do that little trickery and all them tricks of the trade on you, even though it hurts, even though you don't like it, you got to trust them just like you would trust them if you had COVID and something like that was going on. Let him handle it. He got them pieces. Sometimes he just got to show people. And sometimes you got to see that that's going to get you to the next level. All right? So look, that's all I'm talking about today. Shout out to everybody. This is just a touch of J. I just want to put that out there, pieces for you. And how do y'all want me to end this? What y'all want me to say? Huh? Who is this? Y'all want me to do my Barry White Janet Jackson voice? Who is this? Come on, y'all. What is this? What is this? What is this, baby? Oh my gosh, this is just a touch of J. I know mama be dropping dimes on you, putting it out there in pieces for you. Yes. So, how do I always end this? Huh? What do I say? Don't let nobody make you feel like you ain't thorough and wise. Don't do that. And if somebody is out there currently causing you dismay, hurting you, causing you pain, doing that trickery on you, or perhaps you doing the trickery yourself, it's some thorough and wise stuff. Something ain't going on right. You ain't being too thorough and wise. Something ain't right with that whole thorough and wise stuff. It's all over the place. And I need you to make sure that you out there being thorough and wise. Okay? Now, number 2. How do I end this thing with y'all? I tell you the what. Shine on them, 'cause they hate it, baby. Yes. Shine on them bright like a diamond. Woo. Yes. Shine bright like a diamond. Yeah, like that. You got to shine on them. Shine on them. They out there trying to do that trickery. They out there hurting you. They out there causing you pain, conflict, all that type of stuff, thinking they getting over on you. Really, they playing themselves. Because God sees it. It could be part of God's plan to let them play themselves. You got to let it happen, Captain. Right? And then just shine on them. So they can hate it, baby. Just shine on them. That's it. And the last thing that I tell y'all, spread love, man. No. Spread love. Spread love. And that's part of love. Right? You got to love God. Right? That's what the instructions are. Love God. Right? And then love yourself. And then love your neighbor like you love yourself. So even though they're doing you dirty, you still got to spread love. Like, you know what? Don't even worry about that. You thought you was going to go ahead and, hurt me and get that off on me and do me wrong? It's okay. You got to do it. You got to let it happen. All right? So quick recap. All I tried to go ahead and do was get y'all to see is that when you're going through stuff in life, sometimes you just got to go through the process of letting it happen. You don't ever have to kill any type of Judas that comes up in your life. Anything I'm calling Judas is anything that's out here that's trying to destroy or distract you from your greatness. Okay? You don't got to worry about that. It kills itself. When you go ahead and just leave it in God's hands and don't take vengeance on your own. Okay? So don't do that. I don't know who this is for. I don't know what you got going on. I don't know what's going on. But just let it happen. Let it happen. And then watch and see where God takes you at. Because they're going to have to watch it happen. Do you get that? I'm going to end it with that. They so busy doing you foul that they're not realizing that they're killing themselves. And God is going to go ahead and allow certain things to happen, and they're going to have to watch it happen, knowing what they did to you. Just like Judas. Yeah, you don't have to kill Judas, right? He felt bad and he killed himself. All right, so look, this is Just a Touch J. I'm up out of here. I hope you got them pieces. I love my babies! All right, I'll be back. And I got something else to say.